Are you new to event industry and you're worried you just want contest by hummus? This is for you. Let me take you back to 1 year of me being into the industry. I was desperate. I need content. So I got this new client who wanted to do a baby shower. They gave me their color, pink and gold. They want a floral wall background, a Pinterest board vibe. But then the client wanted luxury, but the budget wasn't giving reality check. Still, I said yes. I wanted content. I thought I could pull it off. I honestly, I did pull it off, but not without learning in a hard way. Also, the event day, I was waiting on the chair to arrive. The client wanted a different chair from the chairs they had at the hall. She wanted a Shavari chair. And here I am, waiting on the delivery guy to deliver it. The floral was scheduled to deliver at 10 a.m. At 11:45, I still haven't seen anybody that looks like my vendors. The event was set to start at 3 p.m. No chairs, no floral, nothing. I was going crazy. And here I am smiling like everything is okay. Apparently, the rental company has mixed up my delivery time. And the floral, they forgot to confirm the address. It was on me, not them. Because I didn't sign any contract. At that moment, I felt like a complete failure. I was saying to myself, this isn't for me at all. But I had to get it together. I remember something that changed the whole idea for me that very day. So I stopped panicking and I started planning. I called a nearby vendor that came to my rescue. She came an hour earlier. This was a vendor that I've not worked with, but we met at networking seminar. I called. I asked if they could deliver a chair for me nearby, and luckily for me, she said yes, and she came in with those chairs. I used some deco pieces that I have from my stack. She came in within an hour. The floral that I ordered wasn't exactly what I ordered, but then I can still manage it. I tried to change the setup to make it look fuller so that it doesn't require too much floral arrangement. But here is what I learned there. Your network is your safety net. Never wait until you're desperate to connect with other vendors. Make sure that you build those relationships before you need them, because you never can tell when you will need them. But here is something that they won't tell you, and it's your behind the scene. Have you even been to YouTube Academy or Google before you decide that you want to do that business? What exactly have you researched on that business? I got the DM when I posted my last video. Somebody was asking me, we know all of the behind the scene. My dear, no, you can't. Your behind the scene would happen when you start that business, when you start that event. Start having behind the scene when you start having your own clients. But then you can learn from other people's behind the scene to get yourself prepared when your behind the scenes start happening. The client family keeps walking in and out, making changes as we're setting up. Don't forget, I just started. It's just me and a few people. It's not like I have a team like that. And this woman keeps making changes. She was making candle swapping, linen changing, telling me what looks good from what does not look good. But don't forget, I was desperate. I need the content. And I keep smiling and saying yes to everything. But deep down, I was crying and screaming inside. But that was when I realized that I didn't set clear boundaries. In the event industry, you should always set your clear boundaries so that client don't make changes while you're doing your work or 1 hour to the event. So here's the gem. Before every event, make sure that you set the boundaries. Who to make changes, who to tell you what to do at the venue so that they don't confuse you at the end of the day. Who has the making changes decision like a day before the event, especially how changes should be handled. You will thank yourself later for that. That event makes me change me from being a yes girl to being a professional. I learned to trust my expertise, to speak with authority, and to stop explaining myself over and over again. You might feel like you need to be explaining yourself over and over again because you're a new decorator. But believe me, your clients hired you because they believe in your vision. Not just believe in your vision, they need your vision, not for the labor. Stand firm in that. You don't need 10 years of experience to know what is good and function well. You need confidence in your work. If you're just starting, I want you to hear this. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to undercharge yourself. You're going to forget something. As a matter of fact, you're going to mess up. You will undercharge yourself. You will say yes when you're supposed to say no. But it's okay. Like my daughter will say, we're human after all. Every event should be a lesson, like a classroom that you learn from. The baby shower, the one that almost broke me, turns out to be beautiful. That a client hugged me. I tell you, she's one of the clients that refers me the most today. Do I make mistake? Yes. Do I even fumble? Yes, I did. Because the floral that delivered the wrong thing to me, that was my mistake. I should have confirmed it. In written, with contract, I should have double checked to know what time they're bringing it. Like, I should have asked questions. You really don't have to have it all figured out. Just keep showing up for yourself. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to DM planners. Watch videos. Get uncomfortable. That's where your growth lies. Let me tell you, one of the biggest rookie mistake I made was to undercharge myself. The baby shower that I charged less than what the decorator cost is, that I thought I was doing the client a favor. But then, I was only doing it to resent myself from work. What I've learned over the time is that when you undercharge yourself, you overwork yourself. You pour out everything into it that you drain out yourself. And guess what? Most clients don't respect discounts. They respect professionalism. Don't always forget to calculate your setup time, your materials, your breakdown time, and always don't forget to add 20 to 30% of minimum profit to your event. Another thing that saved me that very day was because I have a backup vendor. It is important. It's important to have a backup vendor standby. Not because you hope for something bad to happen. It's just that in an event, anything can happen. You should always have a backup list at all times. I said it in one of my videos that you should always double check, not even double check, triple check your list. And not just your list, your backup list as well. Trust me, I keep what I call for myself. It fixed. If you want to know what is inside my toolbox, drop a comment down below. Let's go back to vendors list again. I used to be very grateful that someone would work with me. And just being polite. I'm always not keen about, double checking with them. That is very wrong. When you're working with anybody, always double check. It is highly important. That vendor that showed up late, the florist, I didn't ask for a contract. I should have checked the window period. That was on me, not them. So if you're working with anybody, be it your friend, your family, never work without a contract. Always get confirmation emails. Know when and time and who is delivery. Keep every communication in written at all times. Because you're not being annoying. They might say you're being annoying, but you're not being annoying. You're just being a boss and double checking yourself. It's a yes or no answer. You can always ask for a picture of what you order from them to deliver, just for a proof. I know what it feels like to feel like you're not doing enough. Compare your work with someone who has been into the business for years. To feel like you're not being booked where every other person is being booked out. It's okay. Just keep showing up for you. The algorithm will pick you up someday. But don't get tired. Because those that you're comparing yourself with, they've been into the game for years. At the end of the day, everybody's in events industry. And if you're nervous because you're new to ask question, you can always just send a message to confirm if your delivery time is still set for the time that you agreed. You don't need 50 events under your belt. You just need to keep showing up for yourself. Things you should always remember when you're working. Make sure that you build your vendors list. It is important. 2, never work without a contract. Not even with your friend, like I said earlier before. 3, price for profits, not popularity. 4, document every event. You're behind the scene because you need that content to post out there to push you. Then the 5th, trust your eyes, not your instincts. You know more than what you think you know. You're an expert even when you're learning. If you're still with me here, I want you to comment, I'm still standing. That's how I know that you're still serious, that you're growing and you're not giving up. And if this episode helps you, please kindly like this video, share, subscribe, so that YouTube can actually show it to people, new planners like you and I, how we all started, so that it can help somebody out there to keep going forward and to believe and know that there is behind the scene that might want to give you a setback, but not to stop you from doing what you know how to do best. Please subscribe because I'm sharing more real stories and strategies